Hi, this is how to run the social media self-control scale and the motive scale with the subscale entertainment through SPSS. First things first, we're going to open our clean data. You can open your dirty data if you want, but for the purpose of this study, our dirty range is 525 participants. So there's one highlighted red here. We're just going to click on it and delete it. We only need 2 of our subscales. We're going to highlight one over here, go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, text that contains. We'll do motives first, SNS, MOT, and that should fill it in red. That's red. There should also be another scale, social media self-control. Make sure to change this to a different color so you can differentiate between the two. There's only 3 questions for self-control. You can now get rid of all the questions that you don't need. The questions, not the categories. Ooh, I got rid of them, but you can just go back. Make sure to autosave your work just so you don't lose your data. Alright, so for the purpose of this video, we're going to be doing Instagram. Actually, we're going to be doing TikTok. I'm going to get rid of Twitter, minutes. The way to see where it is it'll be up here. We're going to get rid of Instagram, minutes. We've got to keep TikTok and the minutes. I'm going to get rid of Snapchat and the minutes. And we're left with this. We're going to clean up our participants, and by that I mean, you see how this is empty. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to find empty cells. The best way to do this, I would say, is highlight, conditional formatting, highlight cell rules equal to, let's say 1. 1 is red. Let's say 2. 2 is green. Let's say 3. So you can custom format it, fill it. Let's say yellow. 4. I'm going to make this one blue. Let's do 5. I'm going to make this one purple. I'm going to do 6. I'm going to make this one green. You can leave 7 if you want, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just because I like the way it looks. Let's do it this nice pink. Right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Anyways, you can click off that. See? And have a nice little range. I know this looks like nothing to you, but you see the 7s, they're in a pattern. If you see something going in 1 1 1 1 1 1 6 6 6 6 6 7 7 7 7, you gotta get rid of them because people started to get lazy and just started to perform in a pattern. This one would be fine because there's not too many. I'd say this one's fine too. This one's not great. Get rid of this one too. Get rid of this one too. Get rid of that one too. And just keep getting rid of them until you feel like it's clean enough. You need to make sure you have a decent range of participants. Don't make it go below 200. So right now we're on 310. I'm going to get rid of a few more. Let's start from the bottom. This one doesn't have a name in it, so we're going to get rid of it. This one doesn't have any data, so we're going to get rid of it. Too many 6s, get rid of it. Make sure to note down that you got rid of the participants because of missing values as well as repeated patterns. And the best way to look for missing values is to see the white boxes. If it still looks too hard, you can go highlight again. Let's change the 4 to a darker color. Let's do navy. And you can see it's easier to see the missing values. It's really important to do this so your data doesn't get skewed not normally. It needs to be distributed normally. If it's not distributed normally, then you're going to have to perform a parametric test. But you have the social media self-control scale, which if you look at your research question, if you're linking with social media usage, social media self-control, the lack of social media self-control and more time spent on social network sites would be insignificant because they're the same thing, so there's no variance. Just keep going. Missing value. Just keep going through it a few times to see if you've missed anything, because sometimes your eyes can miss things. Oh, why is it doing that? Yes. That one. I think there it is. And that one. And that one. You should find a few blank cases. So if you feel like you haven't gotten rid of enough, then you haven't looked hard enough. That one's got a pattern. It doesn't matter if the minutes are missing, that just we can equate to 0. We're gonna get rid of a couple more. How many have we got? 275. There's a person over here that says prefer to self-describe. There is no other person that says prefer to self-describe, so you can get rid of that if you want, just to make life easier for yourself. And then from there you can get rid of the gender dynamic comment. That's a lot of 4s. That's a lot of 7s. That's a lot of 7s. That's a lot of 7s. A lot of 1s. Let's see how many there are. That should be enough. Conditional formatting, clear rules from the entire sheet. And you have a decent amount of data. Now you can go ahead and do is create another column over here, make it total time spent on TikTok. And then this first column over here is going to be hours, so 2 hours would be 120 minutes. This would be total minutes, sorry. So this would be 120 minutes. Going down, that would be 0, 60 minutes plus 29, 89 minutes, 5 hours, 300 minutes, 2 hours, 120 minutes plus 30 minutes, 150 minutes, and just keep going down. For this purpose, I'm not going to actually go through these individually. Because I can't be bothered. I'm gonna get my clean data over here. Copy. Oh. There we go. This probably won't be the correct values just because I got rid of different participants, but it doesn't matter. Once you've done your minutes, you can get rid of the columns for hours and minutes. All you need is this total minutes column. You're going to have to change the ethnicities. The way to do this is go to find and select, replace. We're going to replace it with numbers. So 1 will be white, 2 will be Asian, 3 will be black, 4 will be mixed, 5 will be other. So find white, replace with 1, replace all. You can see that's replaced it all. Asian 2. mind. You can close this, go through them individually. If there's two numbers in it, assume it's mixed, except one. If one has missing, you can just get rid of it. So this will be mixed. This can get rid of. Question would be Asian. 3. If that's missing, I'm just going to put it as other. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can categorize it however you like. You don't have to stick to a set value. Oh, it's Polish, other. You can talk about biases in this, how we had to go through this and change it so that this isn't actually a varied demographic. If you want to keep it at the things that they are, then you can be more intricate about it, but I would just write about the assumption bias, the biases. Yeah. You're not going to have the same results as anybody because everybody's going to have their own data and get rid of their own amount of participants. So what I have necessarily won't be what you have left. It's just an example. This one's missing, so might as well get rid of it. Okay. Now our data is clean. We're ready to run it through SPSS. Sometimes you download your data and it doesn't show up on SPSS, but do try to do it that way. I'm going to copy and paste it. If you do this, make sure you click on the box first and paste with variable name, and you're in data view. Make sure you put your measures in. Time taken is scale. What is your age? Scale. What is your gender? Nominal, because you can categorize it. Ethnicity, you can categorize it. And the rest of the questions should be scale because you're measuring them. Now we're going to add some labels, some values. We're going to go to gender, 5 values. One is going to be male, 2 is going to be female, 3 is going to be non-binary, 4 is going to be prefer not to say, and 5 will be prefer to self-describe, even though we got rid of that column. What is your ethnicity? Again, 5 values. One will be white, 2 will be Asian, 3 will be black, 4 will be mixed, 5 will be other. Okay. The only thing that should be string is the code. You can go ahead and label this if you want, make it SMSC1, SMSC2, SMSC3, or go to the motives questions. So subscale is entertainment. You can get rid of the questions that don't relate to entertainment. So if you can't see it on here, what you can do is get the survey questions provided for you in Moodle. So we're looking for SNS MOT. So the first question would be to hook up. You get rid of the ones that don't relate to you. Makes you use your time less efficiency. Oh, I'm going to keep that one. This is the social media self-control. That's to hook up, to look for a date. That's not to do with entertainment. To seek a romantic partner, not to do with entertainment. To make friends, I guess you could say that's entertainment. But that's more social connectedness. To meet new people, it's entertainment. To ask or share notes, not entertainment. To check or share group assignments, not entertainment. To not feel disengaged from the world, I guess that's entertainment. To feel socially, that's social connectedness. That's entertainment. 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 Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 questions for entertainment. Now you're going to compute your variables. So what you're going to do is put some brackets, do social media self-control mean. Make sure you put the plus before it, then the second question, and the third question. And divide that by 3 to get the mean. You should have a column here now. You can get rid of the self-control questions now. Compute variable, SNS, MOT, get rid of this. To meet new people, plus to not feel engaged, plus to feel connected. These aren't supposed to be nominal. Divide that by 16 because there's 16 questions. Now you should have a column for MOT mean. You can now get rid of the questions. Oh, keep that. Okay, now you have all your columns. You're ready to run descriptives. Analyze. Descriptive statistics, frequencies. We're going to put in age, gender, ethnicity, total minutes, and the mean for both scales. Click on statistics, make sure you highlight quartiles, mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance, range, minimum, maximum, SE mean, skewness, kurtosis. Charts, histograms show normal curve. Create APA style tables and go. This is what you should come out with. So this should tell you the descriptions and the demographics. So you can talk about how 86% of the demographics of the people taking part in the survey were female, 11% were men. You can talk about how 50% were white, 17% were Asian, 11% were black, and even the mean between total minutes. This is the table that should be in your results section. Oh wait, no it's not. This is the table that should be in your results section. Descriptives. Same as frequencies. Make sure you include everything. Okay. And this is what you should include in your results. Make sure you include some visual graphs like histograms and talk about the standard deviation. Next, we're going to do some p-plots. We're going to do total minutes, social media mean, and motives mean. Run it. Here's your p-plots. Next we're going to run a one-way ANOVA. We're dependent on the minutes. We're going to factor in self-control first. Make sure it's polynomial. See if you can run a post hoc test. It's okay if not. And this is your ANOVA. What you're going to be looking for is the significance value here. So the self-control and total minutes are significant or not significant. There's something here that says it's not significant, which basically means that there's no variance. So self-control, lack of self-control links to high minutes, high total usage of minutes on social media. There's many tests you can run to compare that as well. We're going to look at total minutes in motives as well. Oh. It's significant, except here. I'm just going to run you through all the graphs. Make sure you do this for all the factors, so you can put these up here and factor them by ethnicity maybe. So there is a significance between ethnicity and motives and entertainment. What we're now going to do is we're going to bivariate. Make sure Pearson's is ticked. And this is your correlations graph. Make sure to include this in your correlation section in the supported materials. And here's your regression. This is the table you need. Make sure to include visuals. You can keep running through regression if you want to keep looking between, include age, gender, ethnicity, and include these graphs. I'm just going to show you how to do the graphs in your essay so you can understand what I mean. Descriptives. Descriptives, correlations, multiple regression, correlation coefficients, p-plots, ANOVA summaries and ANOVA effect sizes. Make sure to label them and APA style them. And that concludes our video. Thank you for watching.